So, I understand that you and Dr. Frame are getting away together this weekend?
You know, your interest in my private life is completely out of line, Doctor.
Oh, but you don't mind another doctor's interest in it, do you?
Another doctor is not a disgrace to his profession.
Oh, how you wound me. You know, I'd like to share a theory that I've developed.
I have nothing to say to you, Brandon.
Yeah, I just realized exactly how convenient it was that Jamie chose Dr. Beckett instead of you in the mentor program. See, if he'd chosen you, he'd be alone every weekend because you'd be here on duty covering for him.
Go away, O'Neill.
Now, really, think about it. And now you two lovebirds can get away on a romantic rendezvous every single weekend. I gotta give that Jamie Frame credit for thinking ahead.
Get out of my face, you pig.
Does Jamie like it when you talk dirty, too?
Oh, please.
Okay, Mr. Wonderful. Time to leave.
Uh-huh. See ya, Kelsey. Excuse me.
I hate him.
Oh, who wouldn't? Do you have to put up with that sort of thing a lot?
No. Most people just whisper and stare.
Oh, Kelsey, I am so sorry. This has got to be a really difficult time for you.
Well, I don't know why I let it surprise me still. I mean, this is status quo in the medical community.
No, that creep came on to me before. I mean, does he get away with that a lot?
Believe it or not, there are nurses in this hospital that think he's a great catch.
Oh, don't you hate it when you hear that sort of thing? I mean, it makes my hair uncurl.
Oh, well, I mean, he's a successful surgeon, top of his field. The fact that he's a sexist pig doesn't seem to matter.
Well, if he keeps doing what I saw him do today, it's bound to catch up with him sooner or later.
I don't know about that, Frankie. I mean, hospitals are male-dominated institutions. Men are heads of almost all the departments here. The women MDs are completely outnumbered.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It took me forever to find my OBGYN.
I mean, obstetrics, gynecology, they seem to have more women doctors than most of the other specialties. But it's as if the male doctors can buy into a woman doing something girly, like delivering a baby, you know? I mean, God forbid she should try to break into the ranks of cardiology or internal med.
Sounds like this is really getting to you.
I've just started to notice things lately. I mean, did you know that there's only one female department head in this hospital? And her department, hematology, just happened to be the one to hire me.
Wow.
I mean, there are some patients who refuse treatment from female residents. And there are staff doctors and nurses in this hospital that just go along with it.
Outrightly?
Well, it's a little more subtle than that, but it all adds up. Boy, I would love to publish an article and shame these guys into submission.
Why don't you?
I wouldn't know where to start.
What are computers for? I can think of 6 different files that can give you a database. Personnel, workman's comp, minority hiring,
How do you know all this?
I've investigated some discrimination cases, and I know what it's like to have a man threatened by your intelligence. It's one of the things that makes me such a good PI.
It's everywhere, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. But for now, let's stick to Bay City General. I can take a romp through a computer for you and get you those stats.
The files, they're not confidential?
Oh, no way. It's all a matter of public record. It's just a matter of knowing where to look.
I'm going to have to think about that. I'm really glad that we ran into each other today, Frankie.
Yeah, me too. I think it'd be interesting to look into it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Frankie,
Hi.
but this doctor has to go off duty now.
Okay.
Thanks, Frankie. Have a great weekend.
You too.